Welcome back. He's one of New Mexico's most respected and versatile musicians. For the last 3 decades, Ron Crowder has been traveling the world as an award-winning singer-songwriter, producer, recording engineer, and multi-instrumentalist whose work has shaped the sound of New Mexico's music scene, a scene in which he will once again be front and center as he is preparing to release his latest album at the end of August. We're very excited about that. Joining us to share how he got started in music, what went into creating this latest work, as well as what he's doing to celebrate the release is the man himself, Ron Crowder. Ron, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. First of all, congratulations on this new album.
Thank you.
Set to be released at the end of August. I'm sure there are tons of people out there very, very excited, high anticipation for this. But let's go back to the beginning.
Sure.
Let's talk about your journey through music. Everyone's got a story, right, when it comes to how they got where they are. And I want to know about your journey in music. What made you fall in love with it in the first place?
So I grew up in Albuquerque,
Nice.
born and raised here, and I grew up in a musical family. My mom was a fantastic musician. She played the piano, multiple instruments, had an amazing ear. And so music was always in my life. It was like breathing, and I really never thought that that was anything different than what other people had until one time I was on the playground when I was in the first grade, and I was singing. And these kids started coming around and started to look at me like I was an alien or something. And like, what is he doing? I'm like, I'm singing.
What do you mean?
Don't you know how to sing? And so I got everybody, you can do it, got everybody singing, and the next thing you know, we're all singing I Believe in Music or something, and it was like, and that changed for me. It was like, oh, I guess I have a different life than most people.
Sure.
So it was always there, not like I ever really found it,
Right. It was just kind of always a part of who you were, right? It's what you grew up around.
Exactly.
It's what you knew. So when you got older and you realized this is what I want to do for my career, what influences were you, kind of pulling from as you discovered your own sound?
Well, initially it was my mom because she was such a great musician, and I don't even think I was even consciously aware of how much she influenced me, but she wrote songs. And so I started writing songs when I was a little kid, and because as a kid you don't realize what you can't do if nobody tells you can't, so I just did it, and not realizing what a magical thing that is, and it's really not that easy to do well. So influences, I started playing the drums when I was a kid and was influenced by a lot of rock bands, a lot of different people. I recorded my first record when I was 13 in a rock band.
Cool.
And then all through high school was in and out of recording studios, went to music school at University of New Mexico, studied classical music, and then ultimately started my own recording studio in my early 20s and started producing other people's records and lots of commercials for people as well.
That's a very cool journey, because you didn't just say, I started singing on the playground and that's what I stuck with. You learned instruments, you studied the classical aspect of it. I mean, really, and then founded your own studio. It's really just checking all the boxes in terms of a well-rounded musical career. We were chatting before we came on air about how you're more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy, traditionally. How rewarding is it now that you've got your own album coming out that you're like, I get my own work front and center, I'm not behind the scenes on this one. How exciting is that?
It's actually fantastic. So I've been a behind the scenes guy for quite some time, and mostly a songwriter, producer, recording engineer, and I guess as I got older I started to think, I really want to get more exposure for my songs, more than just I've had some stuff placed in commercials and
that's awesome.
with some other minor artists and things, but I thought I want to get it out there more, and it would be cool if I could form a band and do my own thing, presentation of my songs. So we started doing that a few years ago, and it started to kind of build a groundswell in Santa Fe and Albuquerque, and so I thought it was time to put out a complete album and do a big bash.
And you are doing that exactly. Tell us about this new album that's set to be released on August 28th.
So the name of the album is Moving at the Speed of Life, and it's I guess a blend of R&B, rock, pop, soul, funk. There's even like a throwback to the 50s kind of a thing. And so multiple people on the album, great musicians. I played a lot of the instruments and sang, and so yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it.
You're really hitting all the genres too. What a diverse, fun album. It sounds like every track's going to be something a little different.
I feel that way, and that's the feedback I've gotten from people when we play stuff live too. I feel like it's a nice variety.
What's really fun about performing live for you? As someone who's the recording engineer, you're used to being in the studio. What do you love about the live aspect of music?
I love the energy that can be exchanged back and forth between the artist, between us on stage and the people in the audience, because you can feel it. You can see it, and you can feel it when it's working. You can feel you can see and feel what other people are feeling.
Sure.
And it makes it really completes the cycle in a way. You know, it's like, wow, I'm not just in my bedroom creating this thing. Now people are singing the lyrics to my song, and we're going back and forth with this. We're sharing that moment, which for me is the best thing ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the completion of everything.
I was just going to say, I love how you phrase it as completing the cycle, right? I love like a full circle moment, which is really very cool. I want to get all the details on your CD release party in just a second, but I have to ask, people that listen to your new album, what do you hope they take away from it? What are you trying to get across message-wise?
You know, so when I think about the songwriters that have moved me the most over the years, they've influenced me in a way that if I could move people the way my favorite songwriters have moved me with their work, that would be mission accomplished for me.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think that is a shared sentiment amongst creatives, regardless of what your medium is, right? Let's get the details on your CD release party. It's coming up at the end of August. When, where, do we need tickets? Tell us all about it.
Yes, it's going to be Friday, August 28th, and it's going to be at Fusion 708 in Albuquerque, downtown Albuquerque. Amp Concerts is promoting it. You can go to my website, which is roncrowdermusic.com, for tickets.
Awesome.
And all the other information about the album release.
Fantastic. Fusion's a great space to have something like
space.
this too. Yeah, if you guys haven't been out there, go check it out. The space is really, really cool. Ron, as we wind down here, do you have any advice for aspiring musicians? You've done this for a long time. You've seen great success with it. Anybody that's watching this that is scared to take a chance on themselves, what advice do you have?
Gosh, you know, I would say, you know, I guess it would depend on what level you're at.
Sure.
You know, if it was a kid, I would probably say follow your bliss. You know, drive whatever it is that drives you. I think you should, you know, it's the old cliche, follow your bliss. But truthfully, if you do that, it's gonna make you want to get up in the morning, and it's gonna make you probably happy. You know, and hopefully the money will follow if you know.
Yeah,
that would be my basic advice.
I think that's great. Do what makes you happy, right?
Right.
I absolutely love that. One more time, what's your website so we can get all the details on your CD release?
roncrowdermusic.com.
Fantastic. Ron, thanks for sitting down and talking with me today.
Thank you so much
fantastic.
for taking the time to do that.
Of course. You're not going very far, though, because we're going to get a performance here on the other side of the break.
I love that.
There's a tease for you guys. For more information on everything we just talked about, though, you can go to krqe.com and click on that New Mexico Living tab. But do not go anywhere, because on the other side of the break, Ron Crowder is going to be performing some of his original music off his newest album up in our County Line Loft. So stick around for that. First, to check on your local forecast.
County Line is the proud Loft sponsor of New Mexico Living.
Welcome back. We just sat down and spoke with him about his upcoming album, and now it is time to hear the music for yourself. Performing the song Speed of Life, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Crowder.
Half awake, starting to come around. Got the bass, knowing you can't slow down. Time to waste, feet never touch the ground. Touch the ground. To the rush, blood pumping through your veins. Turn it up, playing the same refrain. Day after day, doing it all again and again. But don't turn away. You're going missing like you radiate. It's a miracle. Oh, 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 oh.
very fun and dancey. I love that. He's got his album release party at Fusion August 28th. Check out his website for all the information on that. If you would like to listen to that performance again, you can head over to krqe.com and click on the New Mexico Living tab. Don't go anywhere. There's more New Mexico Living after the break.